What is going on, guys? Today we have got Otamendi Honourable Mentions. It is the Honourable Mentions promo now. We've got Team of the Year and I believe about 13 to about 11 Honourable Mentions. Otamendi is going to be one of the objectives you can do, and I believe there is another one coming that should be a relatively good one as well, and I believe it is linked to be Fofana. He might be out already, but that is what I've heard as an objective. We have obviously got this centre-back at an 88 rated now, the highest Portuguese centre-back I believe you can get other than Heroes. Otamendi is an Argentinian, and what have we got to do? Score 7 goals whilst having at least 3 Liga Portuguese players in your squad, semi-pro or obviously rivals. Then we've got score 5 goals using Argentinian players, again semi-pro rivals, assist 4 goals using players with a minimum of 80 defending, which makes no sense that you've got to have that. Surely passing would be the one, but win 5 matches and that is just semi-pro or rivals. Again, very nice objectives. They've kind of gone down the route that a lot of them are easier to do in rivals, but then also you can just make it easier as well with squad battles. The one thing I do like is the win 5 matches and no requirements there, because you are naturally just going to win rival matches if you are doing your weekly challenges to get the 8 matches done. It is just goes on to maybe the defenders. You more than likely will do that in 1 match of squad battles rather than trying an elite division to get the 4 goals done there. But in terms of that, it was with 80 defender. I thought it said defenders for some reason. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. So in terms of the card then, 2-star, 3-star, 6-foot medium high work rate. We've got a little bit of an upgrade on him, nothing too crazy, but in terms of the card itself, I believe he's, an 80 something rated, I want to say, to begin with, if I can find him. He is an 81 to begin with, 17 pace increase, which is always nice, and then obviously a good increase on everything else. The one thing I wanted to know, 16 agility balance, so they are very aware that balance and agility are massive in this game for centre-backs. We've got solid player leadership and power header on him, and in terms of the Liga NOS defence, and then we will also have a look at the Argentinian defense. We've got Ricardo Calvoya as obviously the hero 88, and then it goes to obviously Otamendi himself. In terms of an Argentinian defense, I think there is still quite a few good players that can play in centre back, but I believe he's one of the higher rated ones. So you have got Mascherano, who is a CDM that can play centre back. You have Romero, Path to Glory, a Mascherano normal hero 88, and then you go into the Martinez Phenoms, who is a left back 86, who can also play centre back. So if we run through the objectives and what we've got to do then. So we need the 80 defenders, the 80 defenders, that'd be amazing. 80 defence on anybody, score 5 goals using Argentinian, and 7 goals with a Portuguese. So assist 4 goals using players with a minimum 80 defence. I wonder, that could be a centre mid as well, to be fair. I feel like there's definitely quite a few. Cruz misses out by 1. We have got Tuameni, who's obviously got the 85 defending, so he will work. Obviously Hakimi would work. Most centre-backs would work if you really wanted to do that. Fullbacks seem to be a good one. Kessie, another cracking one, as well as Cancelo. We know centre-backs should be able to do it. I'm interested though, is there any top-end midfielders that I've got in my club that can do it? Team of the Years are an obvious one. In terms of attacking players, Casemiro can do it, De Jong can do it, same as obviously Conte. We then have a few others, Bruno Gomes. Then we have, going a bit further down, we'll look at 2 more. We've got Douglas Luiz is one, Zambo is another, and I think that would be it. And obviously, so it's predominantly CDMs, CMs, maybe the occasional left mid that is out of position. I don't believe there's any forwards that would be able to do this. I think that defending would be far too high at this point in the game. Maybe if we've got complete footage, we might be able to do this, but I feel like it'd have to be a cam or a CDM that is changed to a striker. So realistically, I think that is it. There is one card actually that I think would be a cracking shout for this. It is a winter wild card, Weghorst. So Weghorst can actually do it. So this is the objective that he was made for. So he obviously can be a striker in a secondary position. So he is an actual beast to be able to get this done. easier if you wanted to. He has got the 86 defending and he can be played as striker, so you could do it with him if you really wanted to. So that's obviously the defending one. Then you've got the score goals with Liga Portuguese. Is there anybody in the Portuguese league you could use in rivals? I feel like you could obviously, because I think it's just have them in your team. So have a look at this. So we've got Mario, we've got Rafa. If then we go first, obviously we said we've got Carvalho, you've got Enzo, is that? I think, is that Enzo? It is Enzo. That was an SBC, so if you haven't got that, then obviously you won't be able to have that. We have a couple of others as we go through the list. You could probably put them in and sub them out, because I believe it just needs to be a starting 11. Once you're in the match, I don't think it matters, because realistically, score 7 goals whilst having at least... Yeah, so score 7 goals whilst having at least 3 Liga Portugal players in your starting lineup. So you can sub them out straight away. So if you are in Elite Division, get the 3 that link, get Benfica players, get Porto players, get their links, and just swap them out. That is just going to be very easy. Then all you have to do is score 7 goals. So that's a pretty self-explanatory one. Obviously the Argentinian one, that one again should be relatively easy with all of the Argentina players we've got. SBCs, special cards, we've had the absolute works. If you've got yourself a lone Messi, you could do it. Or obviously, if you've got his flashback, that would be another great shout. We obviously had the team of the tournament as well. Riquelme, Paredes, Icardi, Di Maria. I think we've got the other Di Maria obviously in the squad as well. If we're looking kind of past that, you've got an Alessandro Martinez, you've got Dybala, so many Argentinians that you should be able to have had by now. Even if you just do that one and the defend one in obviously squad battles, they are just one match. So realistically, if it was me, I would personally do one match, score 5 goals with Argentinians. That should then mean you only need 2 more goals to get that one done. And then obviously you just need the 4 assists with a guy that's got 80 defending. And you've got all 3 of them done in one game. Then you can just go ahead and completely do rivals. You'll get your 8 wins in rivals this week. And you've got it done pretty much straight away. You'd only need 4 wins if you was to do 1 squad battle match and then 4 wins in rivals. I think that's a pretty easy objective to do, to be honest. Honestly, I think they've done really well with this. I think if Fofana comes out, that would be the better choice one for me. This one would be either a fodder for the future. An 88 is not bad to get, but then also it's not bad if you are looking to build an Argentinian team, a Liga NOS team. He's an added bonus, add an 88 rated, because realistically, if he does get a team of the season, then obviously it should be 90 plus. But most likely, if he doesn't, this will definitely be his highest rated card he will get. So a really easy one to do. 1 squad battle match, 7 goals, 5 of them being Argentinian, 4 being assists with an 80 defender player, and then just get your final wins in rivals. Or if you really can't be bothered with rivals, then go and do 4 more squad battles. Go on semi-pro and just score 5 goals and leave the controller. It is as easy as that to get this done, and that's all it is. So let me know down below if you are going to be completing Otamendi, and once we get Fofana and any other good stuff, we'll get to that very, very soon. But apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe. Catch you all for the next one.